So this past tax season, you guys, I've had a ton of friends and family coming to me asking for help with their taxes. Biggest question being, do I need help? Can I keep doing this tax return on my own? And so I want to just jump in here and share a few flags, a few things that you should be thinking about as you're doing your own tax return that should be triggering, like maybe it's time to have a conversation with a tax advisor. So most of us, we start out doing our own tax returns, right? Whether it's TurboTax, H&R Block Online, whatever tax software, make sure you're using a tax software. Y'all, if you're still handwriting, don't do that because the IRS loses stuff right now. So make sure you're using a tax software, number one, okay? However, how long you're good working in a tax software compared to hiring a tax advisor is gonna depend on a few things. All right, first of all, it depends on how confident you are in what you're doing, right? A lot of us, we have a W-2, a W-2 from me and maybe a 1099 from an investment we have, and that's all we have. And we're like, pretty confident we can handle that. Or maybe you just don't have things changing year after year, right? You have the same form, so you're just like, this is the same every year. It's really easy to do, all right? That's great. If that's where you're at and that's your comfort level and you are confident that there is nothing a tax advisor can help you with, keep on keeping on. I am all for doing things yourself if you're within your capacity, okay? But if you're to the point where you're in your tax software and you're clicking through the buttons because you're watching the green and the red, right? And you're just like, this makes it go green. Ooh, this makes it go red. And you're not really sure which one's right. That might indicate that it's time to get a tax professional and talk to them and figure out, like, what is this number that I'm putting in? Why is it affecting it? Why is it making me have a refund when I put it here and making me owe money when I put it here? And figuring out the right way to report that income or to report those activities. Another indication that it might be time to hire an accountant or a tax professional is if you're a procrastinator, okay? If this is something that takes you so much time to do, right? Not the gathering, even if you have a tax advisor, you guys, you're still gonna have to gather all your documents, you're still gonna have to make sure you have everything. But if it's the rest of it, if it's putting it in and calculating it and figuring out where everything goes in TurboTax or in H&R Block Online, if that's the part you dread and you procrastinate on because it's too complicated or you just hate it, it might be worth it to look into investing in a tax advisor. All right, there is a spectrum of tax advisors out there. You don't have to necessarily use a CPA or what's known as an EA, an enrolled agent. You do want to make sure that you're finding someone that's competent for what you need help with. All right, because all accountants have different areas of expertise and different niches. All right, but you can find some. I am surprised, you guys, at some of the people that come into us, and they came from using a software, they came from an H&R Block, and the amount of money they were paying that service compared to what we're about to charge them. And a lot of times it's not that far off, okay? And the other big thing you gotta think about when you move from doing your own tax return to thinking about using an advisor is the savings. There could be tax savings that you are leaving on the table because you don't know what you don't know, right? There could be credits you're not taking advantage of. There could be deductions you're not cashing in on. These are things that a good tax advisor is gonna help you catch and help you collect and make sure we're recording that on your tax return. If you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, go ahead and leave a comment below. And then I highly, highly suggest you head on over to our Facebook community, Money, Taxes, and Finance for Small Business, because these topics are what we talk about on a regular basis and have live trainings on every week. You can access that group by clicking the link in the description box. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and while you're loving on me hard, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future video.